You know, it's funny how forgetful y'all fans and viewers are because Karen been not liking that lady. And the only reason why she decided to befriend Wendy was to beat the colorism allegations.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that color in my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you. On you, on you. Want you on my face, so shawty, come and swing my way.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
When I seen Lexi, you know, I decided to.
When I seen Lexi, her New York accent is so thick.
That Andrea's husband was cheating and was in the couch with another young lady.
He probably is. Ain't no wife and husband at no 22. She a baby mama with a ring.
How did you meet?
Okay, so we met. Listen, we met in the house, but at the end of the day,
which house?
your house.
Absolutely. If you shut the up, you'll get the story.
Yours.
Oh, my camera house.
Yeah,
Got
yes.
it. Go ahead.
But my thing
She's trying to.
was like,
Get off of me.
Good for that. Good for that. All she did was a two-piece and all that happened. Damn, Anna, you walking away with all that?
I'm pissed off now. Now I'm mad.
Well, how have you?
Because you got that whoop. Because you got that whoop. Biggie, your turn.
So I'm sure I'm walking here.
Did somebody wait? Hold on. Did somebody on the floor? Y'all right. I do notice everything. Hold on. Let me move the captions out the way so y'all can notice it too.
That bitch owes me some.
Who on the floor? Natalie talking about some new pop her girl. Did she take it? Who on the floor?
Yo, come on, the girls are calling, Contessa. Everybody is good.
Contessa look like a Las Vegas hooker.
Angel graduated 4.2. Adore graduated 3.9.
Not one twin dumber than the other. Look, I graduated with a 1.5.
Where were you? Who were you even talking to?
Everybody that was not you, apparently.
Oh, absolutely not. Girl, you better smack the gay out of him.
I think you tatted up. Okay.
Do you have any?
Oh, damn.
What do you do?
I'm a software engineer, but that's not important.
No, I love computers.
But can we stop playing? Ashley ain't dating no. Let's cut it out. Can we go find her an Asher, a Jacob? Go find her a cow.
The way that Rob went for Bob the Drag Queen, I think is only
Drag
American.
Queen, bro. The Drag Queen. You is the Drag Queen.
Why does she keep pronouncing Bob's name that way?
Well,
He absolutely has influence as well. I'm gonna have to deal with him.
You know, I paid the $7.99.
Aubrey.
Yeah. They told me.
What I'm going to leave with all of you is that we are all born different, and our personality.
And the rest is drag, girl. The rest is drag.
Noelle, you want to be my sister so bad. Stop it, girl.
Not
her.
earlier.
You love her.
Now I'm on.
Oh,
Her.
what about her?
She can go home. I'm tired of white twinks.
So I knew it was going to be a challenge that
Yeah,
I needed
yeah.
Oh, he got a
to
thick one.
Noelle, stop it.
To play.
I want to be white twins so bad.
Listen, I might have $3 more.
I've actually never even worn.
You taking notes?
Are we doing this?
No. He was talking to you.
Wearing if we're going to be featured in each other, so bring an extra shake and go to throw on so we can get diversity. There's something you don't got to glue down too much.
Aubrey.
That's
I know how to wear a wig.
You was the one just looking at wigs. They talk about you, girl.
You just telling all my tea to these people. Patreon exclusive.
She bald headed, y'all. You want me to turn the camera on?
Go ahead.
True.
I've actually.
What is going on, y'all? It's got Santana, aka Chi. And child, we gotta get into this. We gotta get into this Potomac reunion. Now I know I haven't reviewed the show, but we've been watching it on Patreon. And girl, I have things to say. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say because this reunion was funny. It was a key. Wendy clocked in and got activated and actually might have saved this season. Okay, MVP of the season. And it was just good. It was just good. And I'm looking forward to part 2 and part 3. Okay, so listen, like I said, I got a lot to say. We're about to go ahead and get into it after y'all go ahead and like the video.
The universe is P double T to the Y, and it won't stop till I wake up and realize that I am the 1, 2, 3. I am the bitch that these other niggas need. How you gonna escape when I am the key? That's why everywhere I go, they say following me like damn. Get back on track, wonder who I am. Every day is numbered in this life sin. Look in the mirror, tell myself again. Self-love and happiness is all about I got swing. Happy, doing what I please. Trying to do what I need. Whatever it takes to be free. I wanna be happy, doing what I please. Trying to do what I need. Whatever it takes to be free.
Okay, so let's talk about the season real quick. I enjoyed the season. I did. What pisses me off with this show is the fans. I feel like the fans are special ed. A lot of y'all out there are. Not y'all, but y'all. Because if I hear Robin or Monique's name one more time, they are not on this show. Please leave them out of this. And so many people keep saying, well, if Robin was here, Giselle wouldn't have done this. And Giselle only did that because Robin wasn't here. Listen, bitch. Listen. Same way that Giselle befriended Wendy because Robin wasn't here is the same way that Wendy befriended Giselle because Candace wasn't here. Okay, like please, let's cut it out, and please stop bringing up Monique. She dead and gone, dead and gone. Stop bringing up Street Fighter, baby. Stop bringing up Street Fighter. Okay, let's let it go. Now, the season was good. The season was good. It was definitely missing Candace, and to me, it was missing Robin. And next season, don't bring Special K back. Do not bring her back. The only reason why she was on this show, if y'all did not know, she never got a peach. Okay, she was never supposed to be a peach holder, never supposed to be a flute holder. The originals that was casted was Stacy and Jossie, but Jossie was not able to become a full-time housewife because her husband had got traded to the Dallas Cowboys, thus meaning that she had to move. That's why on the reunion, Andy asked about it, and then she wanted to pull, oh, I'm bi-coastal, to show that she's still available. But it was like, no, bitch, you're not. You're not. You just moved to a whole other state. How the hell are you going to be full-time here? So that didn't work out. That's why she stopped filming as much, and she didn't show up to the trips. She was supposed to originally be a full-time cast member. So then last minute, they gave a flute to Special K because Bravo was in a lot of lawsuits, right? And so Special K has this lawsuit going on with Sesame Street, and I need for people to go back and watch that footage because as much as y'all hate Sesame Street and love Candace, and listen, all of that could be fine and dandy, but facts are facts. At the end of the day, Special K was after Candace, and I'm sorry, Sesame Street was after Candace, and Special K jumped into the fight and touched that girl first. She pushed her back. She didn't have to do all of that. She didn't know that girl like that. She initiated the fight and a physical altercation of it all. She did. And then wanted to come and cry victim and, oh, she hit me with a cup and I was assaulted. Girl, you wanted to be Street Fighter, just like Monique. You wanted to be Street Fighter, and then now you want to play victim. Get out of my face with that, okay? And so basically, Bravo felt like, okay, well, since we planned on having 2 new housewives because this was supposed to be a reboot, we still needed another housewife. Well, we've already been testing Kay. She's already filmed scenes as a friend. Why not just give her a flute? And then also, too, with this lawsuit, maybe she will focus more on Sesame Street and less on Bravo, being that we're giving her a job. And so that's what happened. That's how she ended up getting the flute. But did she deserve it? Absolutely not. She brought nothing to the goddamn season. She's furniture, just like a scale was. Okay. So I have nothing for her. I have nothing for her because I don't like kiss asses, and she's most definitely a kiss ass to Karen. And we're gonna get into her in a second. Stacy brought it this season. She started turning up towards the end of the season. I can't wait to see her back next season because, of course, she's coming back. She's a fan fave. To me, I want to see Stacy and Katie on the same season because they are the same person. Stacy is a Katie 2.0. She's a Katie 2.0, and I would love to see both of them on the same season. I would love to see it. Imagine Stacy, Katie, and Candace all on one season. And matter of fact, bring back Charisse. I don't feel like Karen needs to come back next season because you don't get to skip a reunion and come back. I don't even like the fact that they let Mary Cosby do that. No, Kenya was penalized and all of this other stuff. No, you do not get to skip a reunion and then come back. Especially when this is the reunion that they should have been digging in her ass. So next season, what I want to see is I want the cast to be, and they can figure out, they can have 10 housewives, they can have 12 housewives. Why not? Real Housewives of Beverly Hills did it. I don't want to see no friend up shit. No, next season, I want Stacey, I want Wendy, I want Mia, I want Candace, I want Karen, I want Giselle, I want Ashley, I want Sharice, and I want Katie. That's what I want back. Oh, and Robin. Bring back Robin, Sharice, Katie, and Candace. I need them four to come back. I need them four to come back. Because Katie and Stacey together, being that they're the same person with the same humor, chaos. Sharice is most definitely going to be the one to dig into Karen's ass, and she needs it because Giselle is now so far up there that we're not going to get any real accountability. But Sharice going to bring it out. Make Sharice a full-time peach holder again. Let her come back. Okay, but the season it was cute. It was cute. It was cute. Y'all wanted something refreshing. Y'all wanted something more sisterly. Girl, y'all got it. I'm so sick of Housewives fans. God, y'all are fucking annoying. Complain about every goddamn thing. And then 10 years from now, you'll be like, oh my God, it was the best season ever. Just like people complained about season 10 and 11. And now that's all people talk about. Oh my God, the golden years when Nene was girl, shut up. I remember season 10 and 11 and 12. Y'all complained out the ass. And now all of a sudden, in hindsight, oh my God, we love those seasons, girl, whatever. So we start off this goddamn show, this reunion, with this fake ass bullshit apology from Karen, talking about some I'm no longer the Grand Dame. I'm actually Karen Huger. Girl, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I never liked Karen. I never saw it for Karen. I know that's y'all favorite. That's not mine. I clocked Karen from the first season when she came on talking about opulence and upper echelon and you got to be highbrow in this society and to fit in this circle. Girl, that's exactly why the first season they didn't do well. And the second season they came back and had to drop the charade and switch it up because they saw that the fans was not feeling it. And they knew that if they was going to be successful in the show, they can't be doing all of that. But Karen has stuck with that whole delusion. And Giselle clocked her later on in the episode because she like, you know, seeing that and the footage and whatnot that came out, it's clear that this whole Grand Dame delusion, oh, it's not just for play no more. This is real life. Like she really living in delusion. Like, girl, wake up. So she does this whole little fake apology. Again, Karen needs to be fired for the fact that she didn't show up to the reunion. Like, how convenient the fact that the reunion is here and then now you don't want to show up because, girl, fire that bitch. Fire her. But of course, she's not going to get fired. They need to bring her back. And when they bring her back, they need to bring Sharice so Sharice could get into that ass. Okay? But she goes around, she thanks everybody except Wendy. Wendy is visibly pissed, as she should be. I used to like Wendy until I realized that she was a pick-me. Okay, she's a pick-me. Her and Candace were both pick-me's on the show. Mind you, I like Candace, but I used to tell Candace all the time, unload the clip. Get into these bitches' ass. Stop being a pick-me for these girls that don't like y'all. Same with Wendy. Like, pick Misha. And I have a very good memory. She came onto the show, Karen did not want her head. Giselle kept trying to tell her, this bitch wants you fired. She wants you fired. And I know during this episode, Wendy tried to make it look like, well, we wasn't on talking terms. We wasn't speaking. Yes, y'all was, Wendy. Because when Wendy came onto the show, she clung to Giselle and Robin. And I specifically remember because I remember all the fans hating it. Why this dark-skinned woman up their ass? What is it? Oh my God, colorism. That's when the colorism allegations first started with season 5. Because y'all hated that this dark-skinned woman was up these light-skinned women's ass. Y'all hated it, projecting. Y'all hated it so bad. But she was. And she was the best of friends with Robin and Giselle. To the point where people was calling her a green-eye bandit. The bandit without the green eye. She was up their ass. And then, as per usual, everybody has their turn in the hot seat. So the next season after or whatever, or maybe 2 seasons after, you know, Wendy ended up being in the hot seat. Thanks to Giselle, because Giselle is looking at it like, oh, I got to produce a show, whatever. And Wendy looking at it this my real life. So they go at it all season, whatever. Come back next season, Giselle tries to drop the issue, okay? They don't went through their shit. She tries to drop the issue. But now Wendy is pandering to Twitter because now she got Twitter on her side. Now she got her fans and followers. So it's like, no, I'm going to still be mad at you. They don't like you, and now they like me. So now I'm not going to like you. But Giselle had tried to make amends with Wendy. Wendy didn't want to do that. She wanted to prolong the beef just to pander to Twitter. So now that we hear on this season, y'all keep saying, oh, Giselle only want to make up with her because Robin ain't there. Yeah, and Wendy only wants to make up with her because Candace isn't there. Like, clock both sides. If you're going to tell the tea, then spill all of it. Don't spill half the tea, spill the whole thing. Spill the whole thing. Let's knock the whole goddamn thing over. So, either way, child, it comes out basically that Wendy's not really friends with Karen because Karen never really liked her. And Giselle is trying to tell her that. And she's like, oh, girl, you're a pick me. You wanted to be chosen so bad. You wanted Karen's approval so bad, even though this is the same who came and said you don't fit the look of the show. She tried to get you fired multiple times, as well as going to production about Candace, trying to get Candace fired, all because Candace told her to go to hell. And she tried to translate it and make it look like Candace was saying burn in hell. What else happened? You came out with a candle business and Karen came out and one-upped you. Just like at the start of this season, Karen tried to one-up the girls. And we'll get to, actually, no, I'm going to just say it now because I don't have the screenshots up, so I might forget. The whole event with Giselle and Ashley, everybody mad at Giselle. They need to be mad at Karen because Giselle had that event already planned for months. But here comes Karen trying to put her dick up on the table because Karen had lost Candace, okay? And Giselle had lost Robin. So it's like they was both down a player. And then now you got all of these new girls coming into the fold. And Karen wanted to do the mother hen thing, mother goose thing, and try to get everybody to rally around her. So she knew that the event Giselle was throwing was important, but she waited to the last minute, like literally 24 hours before she attached herself to a random ass event and then said, hey, the car service that production was going to provide so that we could go to Giselle's event. Oh yeah, we're still going, but we're going to my shit first. And then whatever time we get to her event, we'll get there. So if you want to ride, then you best come to my shit. Otherwise, you can find your way there. That's what she did. She hijacked the production van to make sure that everybody went to her event first because she was throwing her dick on the table. So when y'all are like, oh, why they mad? You know, they still showed up to the event. I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. Imagine if you was in high school and you was throwing a birthday party and then out of nowhere, a rival or just somebody random comes up and then tries to throw a random ass party on the same day as your birthday party after everybody has already RSVP and then now everybody goes to their shit instead of yours. Imagine how you would feel. It's the same damn thing. Karen threw her dick on the table trying to one-up Giselle. And then, yeah, I'm sorry. If I tell you to be there at 8 and you show up at 8:03, now you really spitting in my face. Because not only do you show up late as hell, because the event didn't start at 8. The event started at like 5 or 6 or whatever. She said the latest is 8 o'clock to show up. Not only do you show up at the latest, you show up past the latest. And then you prioritize somebody else's irrelevant ass event over mine. What's not clicking? What's not clicking? Y'all just don't like Giselle and y'all can't get over shit. That's why even on Twitter, everybody tweeting, yeah, Giselle is so much more likable this season. Not at Robin, not around. No, Giselle is much more likable this season because she's not focused on producing the show. Has nothing to do with Robin not being there. She's not focused on producing the show. That's all that it is. Y'all want to say that y'all like Giselle so bad without saying that you like Giselle because it'll look a certain way. Like, just say that you like her. But all of this jumping and dodging and trying to come up with shit and theses and papers and all that, girl, just say that you like the woman now. Just say that you like her this season. It's okay. You will be all right. So Karen does all of that. Wendy, reveals that's not really her friend. She don't fuck with her like that no more. She regrets the whole White House thing, inviting her. Okay, cool. Yeah, like Wendy, pick me. About time you see the light. Okay. And hopefully Kiana will too, because Kiana kept trying to jump in and, defend Karen. It's just like, girl. And at the end of the day, Karen, your drunk ass should not have been behind the wheel. But like I said in a previous video, the whole reason Karen got into that DUI situation was because she was with a man in that car. She was doing something. She was doing something she had no business doing with somebody she had no business doing it with. And because of the severity and it being a car crash, the cops were going to have to show up, and she didn't want that side nigga to be there when the cops or Ray showed up. Because obviously with Ray showing up and her side nigga there, that's bad. But if the cops show up and her side nigga there, just like how the story made it to the press, the story that would have made it to the press was Karen Huger and side nigga crash. Like, and obviously Karen cares about her image, so she didn't want to ruin her reputation. But she was most definitely in that car with a side nigga. Because there's no way if she was with a friend or a cousin or anybody else, they would have just let her drive like that. No, it was somebody that she had no business doing nothing with, that didn't give a fuck about her like that. Probably somebody she was just fucking on. It's probably somebody she met down in the bar, slept with in the bathroom. And that's another point I want to bring up. Because people always want to bring up Robin and Juan, and let it go. How many times y'all gonna make the joke about Robin and Juan being roommates? But yet every time Sharice or Mia tried to bring up Karen, and not even allegations, but things that were true, like Karen and random men at the clubs and bars. And listen, there's nothing wrong with it. Hey, I do it too. But the fact that Karen is married and people try to talk about her cheating on Ray and all of this, that, and the third, every time that's brought up, why y'all talking about that? That's so irrelevant, girl. We already know. No, we don't know. Let's talk about it, because we've never actually sat down and had the conversation. The same way that y'all wanted Robin to come back for a whole season and do some explaining about Juan and him being in a laundromat. Same reason, Robin had a whole episode arc dedicated to her, whole reunion episode dedicated to. I want to see that same effort go into Karen and getting into her business. Don't keep saying we know that, that's irrelevant. No, it's not. It's very relevant. Because now what? On episode 2, episode 3 of the reunion, we're going to find out that yes, she was in the car with a man that jumped out and ran off. That's very crucial to the story. Very crucial. Because people kept asking, how did she get that drunk? Why was she that drunk? Who would let her drive by herself? She was with a man. The fuck? And they was both probably drunk as shit. So, child, that happened. Let me see what else happened during this. I'm jumping all over the place, but Miami situation. So Mia had this birthday party in Miami, and she didn't reach out to nobody else because ain't nobody else fucking with her. But she invited Jassy and Stacy, and they show up, and basically Mia paid them the dust. She paid them the cold shoulder. I feel like it was a courtesy text, and she didn't really want them there. That's what it's given. It was a courtesy text. She didn't really want them there, and I guess it was more of like a, well, if my plans fail, I got y'all as backup. But Mia, that was rude as hell. And yeah, I wouldn't have been friends with you after that. Like, reimbursing me for my flight. That was rude as hell. Rude as hell. Rude as hell. Anything else I care about? Jossie being a side chick. I mean, that's all over YouTube. Y'all can look at Color Me Pink. She interviewed the side chick. So yeah, she's most definitely a side chick. I'm trying to think. This is why I sit down with screenshots, because I'm trying to think off the top of my head what else happened. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to come and get my thoughts real quick. Karen always been a problem. She's always been a problem, and she's always been delusional. And that's just that on that. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below. Yeah, I'm tired of the Housewives fans. I really am. And I promise you, everything that happens to Wendy is not because she's a dark-skinned woman. I hate when people do that. Y'all sit and y'all talk about any and everybody, but then when it comes to like a fat person, or when it comes to a dark-skinned person, then it automatically becomes about them being fat or dark-skinned. Girl, Wendy is braggadocious. She's braggadocious and abrasive, and she comes hard. And a lot of people from African countries are like that. Not everybody, but a lot, when they come to America, are like that. And that is just a thing. That is why on TikTok, there's so many, I guess you call it diaspora. There's so many wars between African Americans and Africans, because there are a lot of Africans that feel like they are better than African Americans. That's just what it is. That's always been a thing. Okay? If I throw a rock into a crowd of dogs, only one that holler is the one that got hit. So listen, if I didn't say it, then it wasn't said. But we got to be truthful. We got to be honest. I didn't say all. But we're not going to sit and act like that's not a thing in the U.S. for African Americans and Africans to be at each other, and a lot of African Americans feeling like Africans think that they're better. That's just like, come on. That's why a lot of people felt offended when Wendy came onto the show and was like, my 4 degrees and da-da-da-da. It wasn't the fact that she has 4 degrees. It's condescending. Wendy can be condescending, extremely condescending. And when somebody calls her out for that, it can't automatically jump to, it's just because she dark skinned. It's just because she educated. Girl, fuck all of that. No, it's because she was a bitch. like that's when Housewives stops being fun. When people try to automatically have those conversations that don't fit. And you calling me like I'm not in the middle of something. Ma'am. Why is your belly out? Which one? Okay. Hold on. Child, that's it. That's it. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I feel like it would be much funner if people just let that shit go. And that was the purpose of the season, for it to be fun, but people have to relax. Like, and even Wendy said it herself, like, yes, like, I am confident. I am da 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 da. And that's cool, but people also need to understand there's a difference between confident and cockiness. And then sometimes you have to read the room and think about how you might be coming off. Sometimes what you think you're giving and your intent, it's not translating. So her first season with the 4 degrees and da da da, it was abrasive. It's not because she dark skinned, it's because she was abrasive. Okay, but when the fans started giving all of them colorism conversations and all of this, that, and the third, that's when somebody like a Karen Huger, who's constantly trying to throw her dick up on the table and constantly trying to sneak and slime her way like Phaedra, that's when she sneaks in and tries to avoid said allegations and conversations by befriending Wendy. And then years later, we realize, oh, you never really liked the bitch. Right. So let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below, child, as if I give a fuck. And definitely make sure that you stream my music as if you give a fuck. Patreon.com/ScottSantana. TheAlanaSouls.com to book your personal reading. And I'll see you in the next one.
Tell you every time I saw on the bed, none of these bitches is touching. She's so fine. She's a